Hey everyone, so I'm just going to wait for some people to come on. I'm going to do an energy check-in. Anytime you see the ECI, it does mean energy check-in. So I'm going to do an energy check-in just for all three parties to kind of see what is going on. So hold on real quick. I'm going to check the other phone here to kind of look, just see if I can keep up with the chat. I can't find it. So how is everybody doing? Did everybody have a great weekend? Oh, let's see. Weekend. Okay, here we go. Let me notice. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what's going on with everybody with Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and the Karmic. We're just going to do a three-party check-in, see what is going on. So let's see, where do I want to start? So I'm going to pull some cards. Take a look at a few energies for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine first, and then we'll implement the Karmic in a little bit later. So let's see. All right. All right, so Spirit, for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, can you tell me what's going on right now in the energy? What's going on with Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine? Wow, so first card out, we do have the Three of Swords. So something with heartbreak. What's going on with this heartbreak right now? All right, so we have the the King of Wands in reverse. So, and we did kind of see this earlier during the week. We saw that Divine Feminine was a bit heartbroken because Divine Masculine is still, not coming forward. And this kind of indicates that, okay, with the Three of Swords and the King of Wands in reverse, it is telling me that. So this could be Divine Feminine who's still, a bit heartbroken because why? Because Divine Masculine is still, not in his leadership role. He's still not taking action, okay? Because in the upright position, this is him being in his power, being a visionary, being a leader, and acting on that leadership role and taking action towards his passion. Wands are about passion, right? And it's also action. So he's not doing that. So there is still some indications of some heartbreak, all right? But, in this picture, there's actually a man at the bottom here who's looking up at this heart, that has three swords in it, So clearly part of the reason why he's not taking action is because, he's looking, he's looking at his life and understanding that he has, two other people in his life, that's causing this three-party situation. So, but it's also an indication that there's heartbreak around this, okay? There's some heartbreak around it. So what else, Spirit? What else can you tell me? See, the same thing, not taking action. So the Page of Wands, is it's ideas. It's new ideas because it's page, right? So it's like the beginning of something, but it's being adventurous. It's coming out in the reverse as well. So he's not taking action on the fresh ideas that he may have in his mind. He's not taking actions on them. So why is this? I mean, why is he? It's like he comes forward sometimes and then he backs off. He comes forward, he backs off. It's that in and out energy, like the Knight of Wands energy, coming in with passion, then going out. It's very flaky. It's very, again, in and out. And it just, so we have the Knight. Okay, so there's some all right. Okay, because I was wondering, I was like, why is he all of a sudden not wanting to take action? So this explains it. There's some there is some manipulation going on. All right, it could be from the Karmic. This is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a very hasty energy, and hasty means spontaneous. It means quick, fast, right? But when it's in the reverse, it means there's some manipulations behind this hasty energy, this spontaneous, fast energy. When somebody's hasty, they don't think, all right? They don't think at all. They act very quickly without any reservations for the situation at hand. They just act on it without thinking, okay? That's what hasty is. It's just spontaneous energy, okay? But again, that would just be in the upright. Because it's coming out in the reverse is telling me that there's some manipulation that came in very quickly that caused this divine masculine to put a halt to his actions towards divine feminine, okay? And because of it, there's some heartbreak, all right? So what is this manipulation about? This manipulation clearly has to be something with the Karmic, all right? Because whatever it was, it was something that happened really fast, all right? Something happened really fast. Let's see if we can't get, because I want to find out what's going on with this. What happened? Spirit, what happened with this manipulation that came in very fast, that caused divine masculine to stop taking action, that caused this heartbreak? What is this manipulation about? Clearly it's about the Karmic. So what is it, Spirit? What is it? See, here we go. All right, so this could mean a couple of things. All right, so it could mean, that some divine feminine, some karmics either did some type of magic. You see different devil cards. This is one of those devil cards that's just scary, angry, and ugly, and it has this couple chained. All right, so this manipulation that came in could be magic. It could be magic, or it could be just something that they did to keep divine masculine from taking any actions towards his divine feminine. If the Karmic doesn't know about divine feminine, it's just she did something, like she felt there was a third party in the mix, and so she probably could have manipulated him with his kids, or probably even took all the money out of the bank account and like hid it somewhere to where he can't get to the money. Whatever it is, it was definitely in the energy of evil, okay? Maybe even I'm getting a sense like maybe even some karmics maybe left and took the kids and is saying something to him like, you won't see your kids again if you don't cut out this third party. And which makes sense why you see a man on the ground looking up at this heartache. Okay, so I feel like not only is divine feminine heartbroken because divine masculine is not taking action towards her, but it's also divine masculine being heartbroken about something. Again, he was manipulated. It was something very fast, like I said, very hasty, spontaneous, out of the blue. It was a quick, fast decision, okay? And it was of the devil's energy. And it put a halt to divine masculine taking any action towards divine feminine, okay? Because he's not taking any action, all right? He's not. So whatever it was something ugly, fast, and evil, okay? So let's see, what else? What else, Spirit? Yep, and see, it had to do with divine feminine. Yep. So this karmic found out about the third party, for most karmics, they know about the divine feminine, but for others who don't, it's just that they found out that he had somebody else that he loved. And not only that, and we've seen this during the week as well. We saw that divine masculine was seeing his divine feminine as a divine feminine, seeing her in the energy of wanting to grow with her, be abundant with her, and to have prosperity with her. And so, we saw that, he was really wanting to, really be in that energy, but it's like something just stopped, all right? So the karmic did something to really come in and just put a halt to it, okay? She saw that divine masculine is in love with someone else, okay? And it pissed her off. It made her very angry. And that's why, again, she came in with manipulation and evil energy. Again, it could be a lot of different things, but I'm seeing that whatever it was that this karmic did, it was something big enough. Big, not just some small manipulations like arguing and, fighting and, small threats. No, this was something very big, something fast, something hasty. Again, like maybe taking out all the money out the bank account, leaving him poor, or taking the kids and making, threats with the kids, leaving, not, and, like the divine masculine doesn't know where his kids are, doesn't know where she's at, So it was something big, all right, something big. But it did have to do with the fact that she saw divine masculine loving someone else, all right. Possibly had been taking action with, someone else. Maybe saw some texts, maybe saw some emails, and it just really pissed her off. So he's now not really taking any action. All right, so let's see what else. So we have, who's this? The King of Pentacles in reverse. So see, this is money problems. Some of them took all the money, left him broke, okay? If the karmic left the home with the kids, she emptied out the bank account because divine masculine has no money right now. This is confirmation. He has no money right now. Either she took it or she, put a block on the account, something, but he does not have any money right now. All right, what else, Spirit? What else? Oh, okay. See, look, it says, I dreamt about him and she is indeed hurting him. He has to get much stronger and leave so he can have real love in the future. Okay, so some of you understand what this is about. See, it's going to be different for everybody. It's not going to be the same. But it's very clear that something big happened, and it wasn't small, it was big. Well, and what's crazy is that, I did go live yesterday, and we did kind of read that we had somebody ask the question, why were things, kind of stalled, or why weren't we hearing anything from the karmic, or why weren't we hearing anything from divine masculine? So this kind of makes sense. It could also be that she knows about, the divine feminine, and she was probably strategizing. Okay, she was strategically trying to conjure up this plan, all right, this evil plan, this manipulating plan, okay? And that's probably why she was quiet there for a little bit. And it looks like, now for some of you, this hasn't happened yet, okay? Because we had that reading yesterday where there was some quietness, and now today the energy has changed. So this may not happen yet, but it's on its way, okay? Like really soon. This energy could be happening really soon. So don't be surprised if all of a sudden it's like divine masculine isn't really, contacting you, okay, or not taking any action towards you, because we have two cards here indicating no action. All right, so it's not just me making that up. The cards clearly say it, okay, but it's because the karmic did something. All right, so let's see, and it's clearly saying that he has no money. All right, clearly saying he has no money. So she did something to the finances. What else, Spirit? What else? Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that. But look, this is going to backfire. This is going to backfire on the karmic because we have the Wheel of Fortune and it's in the upright position. It's not in reverse. So this is an indication that she did this shitty thing, right? However, the wheel is about to turn and it's going to be in the favor of divine masculine and divine feminine, okay? Because the Wheel of Fortune is, it's about karma, but it's about the wheel turning in the upright position. It's about the wheel turning in your favor, okay? So part of this luck has to do with this Eight of Cups, all right? Now it's in the reverse, all right? It is in the reverse, but that's okay. Part of the reason that it's in reverse is because when this wheel starts to turn, it's going to backfire on her, and then he's going to leave her as, okay? It's not in the upright position, saying that, yeah, he's leaving now. It's in the reverse. So, there's still, a delay, all right? There's still a bit of a delay. But the Wheel of Fortune is here to indicate that part of the good fortune coming in, part of the karma coming in that's good for divine masculine and divine feminine, is that because her little stunt that she just pulled is going to backfire on her, and he's going to end up leaving. Now, it's not happening yet, as we can see. It's in reverse, but and we have strength also in reverse, indicating that he doesn't have the courage just yet to leave, but he will, because we have the Wheel of Fortune indicating that this will turn over, okay? It's just, right now, it's just still in the process of, the chaos, okay? The chaos is at hand right now, or about to come. What I'm trying to say is that there's going to be a bad period, but because of that bad period and because of the chaos, it's gonna turn, the tables are gonna turn because of it. All right, the fortune and karma is gonna turn because of it. All right, after the waters have smoothed from everything, then the karma will turn around. And when it does turn, when the wheel does turn, then divine masculine will have the courage and strength to walk away. So it's only in reverse right now because this energy is delayed, and because there still has to be a cycle to go through before this can happen. All right, so basically what I'm trying to say is this karmic messed up. Whatever it was that she did this particular time, whatever she did, because she left him broke. All right, so let's say that she emptied out the bank account, she took the kids, he has no way of getting a hold of them or seeing them, he doesn't know where they are. You think this divine masculine is going to be happy about that? Hell no, he's not going to be happy about that. And he's going to see her manipulation for what it is, okay? And that's what's going to give him the courage later on to say, to hell with this shit, I'm not going through this anymore, because she's a liability. She's a liability. She clearly, thinks very hasty, very quick. She's not rational, okay? Because that's what hastiness is. It's not operating on rationalism. It's just acting. And it's very fast, very quick. It's just out of the blue. That's what hasty is. It's just out of the blue. I'm gonna make this stupid decision. I don't care about the consequences. I'm just gonna do it. And that's what she did. So now this divine masculine is gonna see that she's a liability. She can't be trusted. There's no telling what actions she'll take or what she'll do to me. And so because of whatever it was that she did, it's gonna backfire. It's gonna backfire on her. So I don't know what she did. Again, it's going to be different for everyone. Now, the one thing that I do know is that she left him broke. Okay, that's coming up clear. He has no money right now. So if he has to get to work and can't even put money in the vehicle to get to work, or can't even go out and buy him something to eat, he's really upset about it. He's really upset. And that's what's going to start getting him to really, kind of say, enough is enough. Enough is enough. What else, Spirit? What else? All right, so we have the Queen of Cups coming up in reverse. I don't know who this is, though. I don't know if that would be divine feminine, or if this would be the karmic. But I would venture to say it's the karmic, because the Queen of Cups in reverse is someone who, they have no, they have no love, they have no love, or they have no emotions. And she's jealous, okay? The Queen of Cups in reverse is somebody who's going to be jealous, right? So that's why I do feel like this is the karmic, not the divine feminine. We see the divine feminine coming out as the divine feminine, so this does have to be the karmic. So that's clearly telling me that, which makes sense anyways, because also the Queen of Cups in reverse is, she doesn't use her intuition, right? She doesn't use her intuition. She doesn't use her logic, all right? Which we already seen here, okay? She's just being hasty. She's not using her intuition. She's not using her logic. She's just acting a damn fool, So yeah, this is the karmic, all right? So, but this is also telling me that this karmic really doesn't love this divine masculine, okay? So this karmic basically is just trying to keep this divine masculine bound and tied to her because she wants everything. She wants his money. She wants his money. She likes the fact that he's, that he's responsible, that he works hard, that he brings in money. He's a provider. He provides for the home. He provides for the children. This, it's not about the fact that she loves him, because she's coming out in reverse. She's not using her emotions or her love. It's about what he brings to her physical world. That's what it's about. And so because of it, she keeps him bound and she keeps him trapped. And she doesn't want him going to his divine feminine. So she pulled a fast one. But karma is going to come for her, and it's not going to be in her favor. It's going to be in the divine masculine's favor, and then ultimately in divine feminine's favor. Okay. All right, let's see what else. See, she's acting a damn fool, because that when the fool is in reverse, that's exactly what it is. It's just foolishness, all right? But it's also an indication that this karmic has no more beginnings with this divine masculine. Whatever it was that she did has now ruined any chance at him continuing to take a risk on her. And I've already said that. He's not gonna take the risk on her anymore. Okay. So listen, I feel for some divine masculines and karmics. Some of them are not in the same home, because again, I'm getting a really strong feeling that some karmics have taken off with the kids, and is not letting divine masculine know where they're at, not because of her, but is keeping the kids away. Okay. She's using the children as a way to keep him hostage. Okay. So I feel like some of them are not in the same home. Okay. I feel some of them are maybe staying with family members or friends, or maybe in a hotel. They have taken the money, and they've taken, the kids. If there aren't kids involved, then it could just be that the karmic took all his money out of the bank and is holding the money hostage. Okay? Holding the money hostage in order to keep him bound and chained. All right. So it just depends on, your situation, if there's children involved or not. But I feel like a lot of them are not in the same home right now, or it's coming. Okay. They're not going to be in the same home, because again, she's going to leave him broke. They're not going to be in the same home if she has the money hostage, right? I mean, because if they're in the same home, then, he can clearly get the money. This is indicating that she's leaving him broke. So I can't imagine that they would still be in the same home. I feel like she's going to go stay with friends or family, or even a hotel, okay? Because it was something, it was a hasty decision that she made, and she made it fast. And so it has him distraught, okay? He's just distraught right now. He doesn't know what to do. Look, this is him. All right, this is him laying on the floor, looking up at the sky like, what the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? But, 3 swords in the heart. Okay? That's why he's on the ground like, what the hell just, what, what the actual fuck, you know? That's how he's feeling right now. And so that's why right now he can't even think about coming towards divine feminine, because he's basically in a world of chaos right now, and he doesn't know what hit him. He doesn't know what just hit him. So he's just trying to get his wits about him right now. So let's see. So we know that this chaos is going on. So why don't we just go ahead and take a look at how he. So we know he's taken a bit of a retreat from his connection with divine feminine. But let's go ahead and take a look at how he feels for her, you know, in the headspace, in the heart space, what his feelings are, even though right now he can't act on them. He cannot take action on them. We have 2 cards indicating he cannot take action on that. But, you know, it's still, just because you can't take action on something doesn't mean that, you know, the feelings that you have in your heart just go away, right? That it don't work that way. So let's just see how he feels about you, though, even though he cannot really, you know, act on them. So how does divine masculine feel about divine feminine? How does he feel about her in the headspace? So let's look at the headspace here really quick, and then we'll check the heart space. So in the headspace, what's he thinking in terms of his divine feminine? Oh, did I? How does he feel about his divine feminine? What's he thinking? Motel 6, huh? Wow. So, look, first card out. What's he thinking? He's in a damn battle right now. He is in a battle, okay? This is the 9 of Wands right now. This is being in a battle and trying to figure out how to come out of it alive, how to persevere from this battle he's in. So that is the first thing on his mind when he thinks about his divine feminine, is that he's at war right now, okay? He's at war, but even though he's at war, he's trying to figure out how to come out of it alive, how to persevere from it, okay? What else, Spirit? What else? What does he feel in the headspace for divine feminine? So look, we saw in the last reading, we saw the Fool. It was reversed. We have it coming out here. It's in the upright. So he wants to take a leap of faith on. So when he thinks of his divine feminine, he thinks about wanting to move forward with her, taking that risk, taking that leap of faith. But right now he's in a war. Like I said, he is in a war, and he's just trying to figure out how to come out of it. He's a wounded warrior. We've seen that with the 3 of Swords, okay, laying on the ground, you know, just trying to figure out what the hell just happened, right? So yeah, he's at war, but he wants to, so the reason why he wants to come out of this alive, the reason why he wants to persevere from this war, is because he wants to be able to then start over, take a leap of faith with divine feminine, okay? Because, and it's like I said, some divine masculines feel in their mind, even if they don't know for sure, they feel as though he feels as though he's being hit with some negative energies, okay? This card popped out in the reverse. It's the moon, okay? The moon can indicate, it can indicate people doing magic on you. In fact, let me read this to you really quick so you know what I mean. Where's it at? I know I have this book around here somewhere. I'm going to read this real quick. Okay, it says, when the moon appears reversed, it can indicate severely suppressed emotions or unhealthy motives, abuse of substance in order to numb the pain instead of dealing with tough issues. That may also be a factor. It can also refer to bad energy or psychic attacks against the person in question. Okay, so psychic attacks against the person in question. All right, so this divine masculine feels as though, and you know, I did say in the beginning, all right, for some, they did magic. Others, it's actually manipulating in the physical world, using money, using the kids. But there is an indication here that magic was done, okay? And this magic that has been done for some, because again, every group is different, okay? So for some, the ones where it's magic, what it's done is it has suppressed this divine masculine's emotions, okay? It has suppressed his emotions, but he actually feels it, because we're looking at his headspace, okay? So he's thinking this. He's actually, there are some divine masculines out there who are feeling and thinking like, did somebody do something? Did somebody send me some bad energy? Psychic attacks, right? He actually thinks in his mind that somebody sent him some bad energy in order to keep him from his divine feminine, okay? That's keeping him from taking this leap of faith with her. That's keeping him having to fight, you know, having to fight so hard, you know? So some divine masculines, all right, some of them do actually feel like they are being psychically attacked, okay? Some do feel like maybe the karmic is doing some magic to keep him suppressed with her, bound to her, okay? And keeping him from moving forward with divine, from moving on with divine feminine. So that's actually crazy because most men refuse to believe that. But there's a percentage out there that are actually starting to question it. They're actually starting to question it. And that's a good sign, because if they can get an inkling that that's possible, then they can actually start to fight back. Okay, they can actually start to fight back, because nobody can, yes, you know, we can, you know, as divine feminines, we can, you know, try to help our divine masculines and light candles for them and try to do spell work for them in order to, you know, get these bad energies off of them. But here's the thing. The strongest power out there is your own. So if this divine masculine can start having an inkling that this is happening to him, then he has the most power to actually get rid of it. And that is why this is good news. Okay, that is why this is good news. because most of them will refuse to believe it. They're like, nah, that I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But some of them are starting to feel it, because it's too much. It's too much. Like they know they're fighting this battle that doesn't let them get ahead, or a battle where it's like they take 2 steps and then 3 steps backwards, and they're like, well, why the hell is this happening? So they're starting to get it. They're starting to get it. For others where it's not magic, this is just indicating that something is still, it's something still not illuminated, okay? It's something that there's still some energies that are unknown, okay? It could just be that this divine masculine, in his headspace, yeah, he knows he's in this war with the karmic. He knows he wants to move on with his divine feminine, but he doesn't know what the future looks like quite yet, because he doesn't know if he can win this battle or not. Okay, so again, 2 different scenarios here. Some they know they're being psychically attacked. Others, they just don't know what the future holds for them, because things are just not illuminated enough for them to make a decision yet, because they don't know where this is going with the karmic, because things are so bad. All right, so give me one more. Give me one more card, Spirit, one more for the headspace. And look, we do have the Ace of Cups here. So clearly in this divine masculine's headspace, we have 2 beginnings here. He wants to take a risk. He wants to take a leap of faith at a new life, and he also wants it to be this new beginning in love. The only problem is that he's fighting a battle that he doesn't know that he can win, so he doesn't quite know what the future looks like just yet, okay? He just doesn't know what it looks like. While others, it's wanting to move forward with their divine feminine, wanting to start over, but something's holding him back. And he's starting to get the feeling that there's more to this, okay? There's more to this that's not letting him get ahead with his divine feminine, and he is starting to think that. So 2 different things there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the heart space. What about the heart space, Spirit? What's in the heart space? This divine masculine for his divine feminine. What's in his heart space? What's in his actual heart? Not in his mind, but his heart. So we do have the 7 of Cups coming out. So in his heart, he does have some confusion, okay? Because there's a lot in front of him, all right? There is a lot in front of him, all right? All these cups. And we have already seen in the headspace that, he doesn't know what the future looks like, it's still not clear to him yet. It's still not illuminated to him yet. So in his heart space, yeah, there is still some confusions. And part of the confusion is also about illusions. It's like, I love this woman so much, but is it real? Is it just an illusion, or is it real? He's confused. He gets confused about that in his heart at times. He does. So we do have the 3 of Cups coming out. All right. So, and it's coming out with the options. All right. So, clearly in his heart, he's confused. He knows that there is 2 other people. He knows he's in a 3-party situation. But this is also about, A Three of Cups is also about celebration. It can also mean things like engagement. All right, so like I'm getting the feeling like, and I think that goes back to the illusions. Okay, because when you think about illusions, you think about your dreams. You know what you dream about. So I do feel like there's a sense that this divine masculine, um, when he in his heart, he does want to be able to celebrate with his divine feminine. He does want to be able to be engaged to her. But then there are times where he's like, is that just a fantasy? Or can I really make it happen? And that's what he gets confused about. He gets confused as to, I know that I feel these strong feelings. I know that I love her. I know that I would love to be engaged to her, propose to her, and celebrate with her. But can it really happen? Or is it just a fantasy that may or may not ever be able to come about? Which again is why we have this card, that kind of makes sense with that, So and the reason why he goes back and forth with that is, with those illusions and daydreams and fantasies, is because he does have this other person in the mix. And so it's like, how do I make my dreams a reality? And he's still unclear how to do it, which we clearly see up here. He's still not sure how to do it. All right, and that's why he's confused. But the matter of the fact is in his heart, he does feel that. Even if he is confused about it, it doesn't really make a difference. Okay, he gets confused about it. So what? The matter of the fact is when he feels it in his heart, it's real to him at the moment. Okay? He feels it in his heart, and it's just that he gets confused. But he definitely does. He definitely does see you and feels in his heart that you are somebody that he can propose to and celebrate with when the time, or when things are clearer. Okay, and I mean, because we do see the Ace of Cups here, so we know that this energy, he really does have to be feeling it, even if he does, get a little bit confused about it at times. He gets confused about it because some women are just doing magic, like I said, and so they get him confused. All right, they cause all the questioning, going back and forth. They cause his emotions to be crazy like that. Okay, so there are really strong indications here that yes, some of these divine masculines are truly being worked on. Okay, they're truly being worked on through magic and spells and stuff. Okay, while others are just being manipulated in the physical world. So what else in the heart space, Spirit? Oh my God, look at that. So we have the Hierophant and we have the Sun. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. I will repeat that. It is the happiest card in the deck. It's coming out with the Hierophant, okay? So like I said, does it really matter that he gets confused at times? No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. The matter of the fact is yes, he does absolutely think about, marriage with you, celebrating with you. Even if he does at times get confused about it, it does not matter, because at the end of the day, he actually knows that he has this spiritual connection with you. He knows that his heart, because we're looking into his heart space, he knows that in his heart There is a spiritual connection, and he knows that his heart is committed to divine feminine. He knows it. With the Sun card, the happiest card in the deck, you are the one who makes him the happiest. Even if in the 3D world, it's questionable at times, but I can guarantee you this, in the 5D world, you are the one who makes him the happiest. And in a lot of decks, you know, the Sun card, you usually see a sun and you see, you know, a horse with a baby riding on it. In this card, you actually see a man and a woman facing each other. And you see the sunflowers in the background. You know, sunflowers they grow very fast, and they grow very in an abundance. Okay, so in his heart space, he sees you and him being abundant together, happy, in love. And he knows, and this card can also indicate marriage as well. Hell, this one indicates proposals. So yeah, he does daydream, have illusions, even if he gets confused about it. He does see himself proposing to you, or wanting to propose to you in his heart, and then marrying you, and then living happily ever after. I mean, it's like boom, boom. It's engagement, marriage, and happily ever after. All right there. Now, yeah, he does get confused about it. He does sometimes wonder if it's just an illusion or a daydream, but the matter of the fact is, he still feels it in his heart. And really, you know, your heart is not going to ever let you down, even if they don't sometimes believe it. You know, even if they question it sometimes. The matter of the fact is that this divine masculine in his heart would love to propose to you, marry you, and live happily ever after. It's right there. It is right there. And I mean, even in his headspace, he's wanting a new beginning in love with you. You know, but, you know, he is still going through this war with the karmic, and he is trying to figure out how to persevere from it. All right. So, you know, there's still obstacles in the way of this. But at least you know what's in his head, what's in his heart, and it's very clear what he's feeling. So that's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. So let's see. Why don't we pull some future energies here? I mean, how will this play out? I mean, what will happen for this divine masculine and divine feminine once he's able to, you know, get through these obstacles? What does the future hold for this divine masculine and this divine feminine? Because, listen, we already seen it. This divine masculine is going to 8 of Cups that karmic, all right? We've already seen that. I mean, it may not happen right away because it is coming out in the reverse. But the karmic is too much of a reliability for him. He is going to leave this situation. So, and we already see that he would like to propose to divine feminine, marry divine feminine, and even live happily ever after. Well, that doesn't happen, you know. Marriage always has complications, but you get the gist of it. So, what are some future energies for the future? This deck is actually called, you know, the fortune reading card. So when you think of fortune, you do think of, you know, later on, you know, what the fortune foretells. So what are some future energies for this divine masculine and divine feminine? After everything has... Look at that. Look at that. So it says, and this is for now because it says at this time. It doesn't say in the future. It says at this time. It is saying, beware of who you trust at this time. So Spirit just wanted to kind of throw in a little extra message here for divine masculine, for him to beware at this time, not the future, at this time, because the card clearly says at this time, for him to beware, not to trust somebody at this time. And we already seen that the karmic is doing some shady shit right now. So Spirit just wanted to confirm, Spirit just wanted to confirm that what we already seen is true. So some divine masculines right now are really needing to be careful of the karmic. Like, really be careful. But look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. So it says mountain. Know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. Look, you just can't get more clear than that. All right. I already picked that up from the beginning of this reading, that something was going down. To beware. But also, Spirit is saying that you are protected, divine masculine. You are protected, divine feminine, which we had already seen with the Wheel of Fortune. We already seen that with the Wheel of Fortune, that because of this shadiness that the karmic is doing, this evil energy that the karmic is doing, we already saw that because of it, the wheel was going to turn in the favor of divine masculine and divine feminine. So Spirit is actually looking out for divine masculine and divine feminine, okay? Protecting them. So again, know that you are protected as you face these challenges, but also just remain cautious, okay? So know that you're protected, but don't let your guard down, okay? So two cards here indicating to just beware and to be cautious. But at the same time, know that Spirit has your back and is looking out for you and is not going to let anything happen to you, but still does want you to just, be cautious, all right? So let's see what else. So that's crazy. That is crazy. And that really does indicate to me, a lot of psychic attacks as well. So I'm feeling some psychic attacks coming in very, very strongly, okay? Some karmics who are doing some rituals, while others are taking the money and leaving with the kids, or just taking off by themselves and taking the money. Others are absolutely doing rituals against both twins, against divine masculine and divine feminine. So definitely listen. So definitely do try to do some protective work for yourself, okay? Try to, the best thing I can tell you is make an oil, okay, for yourself. Just get some sage, get some rosemary. Most people have sage and rosemary in their cabinets all the time, okay? Sage, rosemary, cinnamon, cloves. If that's all you have, just put it in a bowl, but charge it and activate it, bless it, charge it, activate it. Tell the herbs that you want it to protect you and keep you safe and keep you cleansed. Then put some, like, you put some olive oil in it. Okay, put some olive oil in it, and bless the olive oil as well. Charge it and activate it, and then just, you know, if you can, cover it up with something that you can put a tea light candle on it, and then just light the candle over, pray over the oil, and then light the tea candle over it overnight. Let the tea candle burn. Because anytime you're making an oil or making a powder or something, you always want to try to use all the elements, fire, water, earth, and whatnot. You get the herbs from the earth, right? The oil, I don't know what that would represent, but fire, you want to light a candle because you want to use the element of fire. When the candle goes out and it smokes, that's air. I don't know how you could implement water in there, but the point is, you want to try to use all the elements that you possibly can, okay? Even if you can't use every single one of them, or so if you can't use water, I don't know, I guess you can look at the oil as water, even though it's not, but I'm just saying you want to use as many elements as you possibly can. Just bless it, and put it in something that you can always wear on you every day. Just put a little bit behind your ears. Put some maybe on your crown chakra. Just use the oil every day to keep yourself protected. Just whatever you got to do, or even if you want to just light a candle, after you're done with the oil, put it on a candle and just light a candle for yourself. Just try to stay protected is what I'm trying to say. Okay, keep yourself protected, and we're getting that very, very clearly from Spirit. So I'm not just telling you that; Spirit is also telling you that. So, if you're good in the arts of that, just try to do some protection work for yourself. Okay. So, anyways. So again, Spirit did just want to take the time to also throw in that message, but we still want to see, the future energies for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine for the future of the connection. Okay, all right, I like it. So we have Eagle and we have Unity. We've actually had this card before. So, and I said it even in that reading the last time this card came out. Some of you guys are going to be coming into union, okay? And here's the thing. You're coming into union because this Divine Masculine is finally starting to open his eyes, and he's finally starting to see that this Karmic is not worth it. He's starting to see that she's manipulating. He's starting to see that she's unpredictable and she's not safe to be around. She's not safe to be around. And he's finally wising up to that. All right. So we have Eagle, and it says, you will soon soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. So Eagle, Divine Masculine, is going to soar towards his destiny with greater clarity and greater strength. So where we saw here that right now, he's not operating in his courage and strength. Later on, he will be. And I said that. It's delayed, but it will come. All right? With that Eight of Cups. I said it's delayed because it's reversed, but it will come. And this card is just confirming that. Okay? It's just confirmation from what I've already said. He will get the clarity and strength. And once he does, he's going to move towards his destiny. And what is his destiny? his destiny is to be united in unity with his divine feminine. All right. So it says, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. So once he finally puts an end to this three-party situation and he does walk away from it, okay, gets the courage and strength to finally turn these cards over and actually, you know, find the courage and strength to walk away. And he will, because this is just confirmation that he will. In fact, I'm going to turn these cards over and we're just going to go ahead and set the intention that he will get the strength and courage. He will walk away. And so it is. So we're going to just leave these cards upwards and we're just going to make it happen. All right. And so it is. He is walking away. He will get the courage. He will get clarity and strength, and he will unite with his divine feminine. All right, so that's beautiful. So what I like is that Spirit took the time to give you all a warning to protect yourself, but also to know that they are looking out for you as well. Just be aware and be cautious. But also letting you know that the time will come that, you know, divine masculine will see everything for what it is and he will move towards his divine feminine and he will unite in great love. All right. And and the thing is where he does not have peace with the karmic, he's going to get peace, renewal, and hope. A time of divine understanding. And that's what I said, you know, divine understanding. I said he's going to see the karmic for what it is and he'll be able to walk away. So he will get that understanding and he will do it. So that is absolutely beautiful. So now that we know that, why don't we just go ahead and take a look a little more into the karmic, just to see what's going on with her, because we already know what energy she's operating in. All right, we already know. So let's see. Let's pull a couple of shadows here, because we already know she's operating in that energy anyways. Ooh, I have some black tourmaline right here. All right, so what is the karmic? What are the shadows that she's operating in right now, Spirit? What are the shadows that the karmic is operating in right now? What did I tell y'all? I said it from the very, very beginning. Manipulation, and here it is. So, I was not reading this card wrong. And I love that. I absolutely love when I say things at the beginning of the reading, and then Spirit will come in and confirm what I said. Hasty, fast, you know, not thinking, just acted in manipulation. The Knight of Swords is manipulating, plays mind games, head games, manipulates with mind games, okay? Manipulation. And then if you look in this picture, it really, this card always reminds me of like the Vikings. I don't know if anybody ever saw that show Vikings. You know, they did a lot of rituals and stuff, and I always think of Vikings when I see this card. You know, it's like that northern magic. But my point is that this is more confirmation that some of them are doing black magic, okay? Because this is a skull. And actually, there's a woman in a black dress, and she's holding that skull over a candle, okay? Those are hands. I mean, you can't really see in the camera too well, but those are hands. There's a woman in the background. You see, that's a belt there. That's a silver belt that she's wearing, but she's wearing a black dress, okay? And, you know, she has that skull in her hands, and it's over the candle. So she is manipulating, using black magic, trying to keep the divine masculine dependent upon her. And there is a woman in this picture. She's using magic to keep him dependent upon her. So, loud and clear. Loud and clear. What else, Spirit? What else? That's too many. Invading. So remember, I told you from the very beginning, she found something out. I said from the very beginning, she saw a text, she saw an email, she saw something. Look, this crazy woman was invading his privacy. She went through his computer, she went through his phone, she went through emails. She found something out, and when she found it out, she got pissed. She was mad, and like I said, she was hasty, made a quick decision, and was like, oh hell no, I am going to get this, you know, I'm going to get this man, I'm going to get this woman, and I'm gonna put it on them. All right, I'm gonna put it on them. Manipulation. And she did. So that's even more confirmation. I said that from the beginning. She saw something. She did. She saw something, and whatever she saw, it made her mad. And so that's why she did this manipulation, whatever it is. You know, it's different for everybody. Some, it definitely is black magic. Others, it's, you know, it took his, the karmic took his money. All right. She took his money. She left him broke. And, you know, for the ones that aren't doing magic, this is a big deal. You know, you have a man who works very hard, who pays the bills, who gets up every morning to support the family, and you leave him broke and you take his money. That is just a low down person, especially for the karmics who don't work. For the ones who do not work, how dare you? Because your ass ain't waking up every day and having to go to work. I mean, I work at a school. I work in operations and maintenance. So my job is, I'm not a teacher. I don't sit at a desk or, you know, talk to children all day. I mean, we do maintenance around the building. So I don't sit down at work. So I know what it's like to have to go to work every day and, you know, and stay on my feet every day. And then when I'm not doing that, you know, I'm running my channel. You know, so for those karmics who don't know what it's like to have to get up and go to work every day and work hard for your money, they have no idea what that means. They don't know what it means for a man, you know, to have to do that, to take everything from them, to take everything that they worked hard for. But what do they know? They don't know what it's like, right? Because they don't have to go to work. So it means nothing to them, which we had already seen. This karmic clearly doesn't care. Where's she at? She has no emotions. We already seen that. She don't have any emotions. She's not using her heart. She's using her head, you know, because again, swords are about the mind. All right, swords are about the mind. She didn't think with her heart and soul. She has no emotions. Okay, she wasn't thinking with her emotions. She was thinking with her head, and her head told her, "Oh no, I'm about to put it on this man. I can't believe he's doing me wrong. So I'm gonna show him." And she made a quick, fast decision, and that's all she wrote. Left him broke, did black magic, took the kids, whatever the case may be. But what she did, it was big enough to where now this divine masculine has finally seen her for what she is. And now he's like, nope, I'm no longer going to take a risk on this person anymore, because this person is a liability case and they're not going to do it. There may be some tidying up, like, divine masculine needing to figure out how he's going to get his money back, or how to get the kids back. The ones where there's black magic, I mean, we did see that some divine masculines are starting to see that there's something in their mind that's telling them something's not right. And for those divine masculines, it's them. They're gonna have to take their power back, okay? Because again, like I said earlier, nobody can have power over you. Nobody can have more power over you than yourself. So if those divine masculines are starting to see something's not right, they're going to start trying to take their power back. And that's good. That's good. Others who may still not see this black magic, just pray for them. Pray for them. We talked about it yesterday. How do you help your divine masculine? You can learn to do some meditations, and try to do some distance Reiki healings, or just some distance healings. That's what meditation is. Meditation is to get you on a higher consciousness and being able to manipulate energy, but not manipulate in an unhealthy way, to manipulate energy in a healthy way, okay? Because you can manipulate unhealthy and you can manipulate healthy. Meditating is a healthy way. You go to a higher consciousness and you're able to, move the energy around in a positive light, in a how do you say, an ascension way, and you can use that energy to help heal your divine masculine. You can use that higher consciousness to start maybe talking to him in the 3D and tell him, listen, I think, that the karmic is doing magic to you. And if you can reach him on a higher, dimension, then he'll start listening, okay? So, try meditations and try some distance healings. Now, you may have, like I said yesterday, you may have to go to YouTube and start learning how to do these things. But if you really want to help your divine masculine, then you're going to do what you got to do, right? So, or there's a lot of Reiki teachers now who are doing distance healings. And I know that I've talked to a few for myself, but they've also indicated that, they can do it for other people as well. Like if my mother was sick, and if I wanted to hire a Reiki master, not teacher, a Reiki master who's, professionalizes in the arts. And if my mother was sick, I can hire this Reiki master to do a distance healing on my mom. So why wouldn't you be able to do it on your divine masculine? So there are ways to help your divine masculine, you know, get him a Reiki session. He doesn't need to know. He doesn't need to know. I mean, if they can do it for you at a distance, I'm sure they can do it for him at a distance, you know. But if you really feel like, you know, black magic is being done, then do try to help him if you can, all right? You know, if you want to, you know, it is up to you, but, you know, it's an option, you know. I like to try to, I like to try to give you guys options, you know, like, and, you know, that's why I try to do these, you know, videos sometimes on, you know, like candle works, or like I did one on the prosperity rice the other day. You know, I did one on moon water the other day. I may be a reader, but, you know, I also want to teach you all how to, you know, do things so that you can protect yourself, or so that you can, you know, learn some ways to bring in abundance, you know, or to keep yourself protected. You know, I like to be able to implement all these different things and teach you different things, so that way you can utilize them if you need to, you know. And even if you don't need it right now, at least, you know, you can look back at the videos if a time comes that you may need that, and you can just, you know, go to the videos and look for it, you know, and you know, and there it is, you know, for you, you know, you'll have access to it. So I like to try to do that, you know. I'm not just a reader, and I want to try to help you all as much as I can. So anyways, going back to the reading, because I done went off on a whole rant. Yeah, this karmic was doing some spying, invading, okay, invading the masculine's privacy, and did some manipulation to keep him dependent on her. All right, so that's what happened there. So, so why don't we take a look really quick at what future energies hold for this karmic who's doing this. How about we do that? How about we look into what future energies are going to happen for this karmic? Spirit, what will happen? What are some future energies for this karmic who has done this manipulation towards this divine masculine? What are some future energies that will happen to this karmic? All right, future energies for this karmic. For this karmic. So we have the Fool coming out again in reverse for the karmic. That's twice we done seen the Fool in reverse when we were talking about the karmic. And as I said the last time, this indicates that divine masculine is no longer going to take a risk on her. And I already said that. He's not going to take a risk on her anymore. Because whatever it was that she did this time was over the line for him. It was over the line. Look. Now it is coming out in reverse, all right? But it's indicating that in the future, this tower moment, she's going to have a rude awakening, all right? So it is still delayed, all right? It is still delayed. But also, you know, when it's in reverse can mean in the future as well. So it's meaning both things. She's going to have a tower moment that is going to shake her life up, all right? And we already seen the Eight of Cups, all right? We've seen the Eight of Cups come out already. We've seen divine masculine gaining the courage. All right, so look, when this tower hits in the future, it's going to change the perspective of this divine masculine. All right, it's going to change his perspective to where right now he's stuck. Okay, that will change, and he will get unstuck. And when he does get unstuck, guess what? He will no longer reject his divine feminine. So like I said in the beginning, this tower that's going to hit is going to cause this divine masculine to no longer take any more risks on this karmic, no longer have any more beginnings with this karmic. It's done. And where he was stuck before, he will change his perspective and no longer reject his divine feminine, because right now he's, you know, this is divine feminine always trying to, you know, give her cup of love. And, you know, as we've seen from the very beginning, he's not taking any action, or he has to reject her at times because he's in a third party situation. So he has to hold back, right? In the future, part of this tower is that he's no longer going to reject the divine feminine anymore. And that is really going to be life-changing for her. And it's going to, you know, it's going to hit her hard. It's going to hit her really hard to see him finally get unstuck and to finally stop rejecting his divine feminine. She's not going to know what hit her. She's not going to know what hit her. Let's just pull two more here. Just two more. And look at that. And this is actually my personal karmic card. This is my karmic card. So she's coming up. Let me stop laughing, because I'm not trying to laugh. All right, I'm not trying to laugh at the karmic. Okay. Where we saw. I mean, but see, that's the karma for you. That's the karma for you. We saw from the very beginning, we saw that Wheel of Fortune, that's the karma coming around. Where right now, this is where she has divine masculine, poor, broke, no money. Guess what? Karma. And I don't mean to laugh, but damn. I mean, she took his money. And so now look in the future. Now look. A tower's going to hit, and she's going to be the one who's going to end up broke. Where right now she has divine masculine broke. This is her in the future. This is her payback. This is her karma. See, you have to be careful. You do bad things, and you know that shit will come back on you. You have to be careful. So look, the Hierophant. No longer will divine masculine, you know, for some that are married, this means divorce. For others who are not married, this means he is no longer committed in the future. In the future, whatever commitment he still had for this karmic, guess what? It's gone. He's not committed anymore, and he's going to leave her broke. So that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen with this karmic. So anyways, that's what I have for you guys. This is definitely a reading for karma. This is karma at its finest from beginning to end. It's just karma. It's really that Wheel of Fortune. And I said it from the very beginning. I said from the very beginning that this Wheel of Fortune was for divine masculine and for divine feminine. The it will turn, and it will be in favor for divine masculine and divine feminine, and that it was all about karma. And guess what? Here it is. loud and clear. It all goes full circle. So, anyways, guys, that's what I have for you. Something's cooking up. Something's cooking up. Whatever, like I said, it's going to be different for everybody, but this karmic found something out, was invading the privacy of this divine masculine, saw something, and, did something very hasty and manipulating. And whatever it was that she did this particular time, she took it too far this time. She took it too far. And because of it, she's going to reap what she has sown this time. And this divine masculine divine masculines are going to be leaving this karmic because of it. Because whatever she did this particular time, it was big. All right. So anyways, that is what I have for all of you. And I hope that, you all enjoyed that. And I guess I will end it there. I think I'm going to try to figure out what I'm going to have for dinner. But I will see you all on the next one. I hope that you all have a wonderful night. And, if anybody is interested in a personal reading, all the information is always in the description box. And, if you have questions, I have answers. And we will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.